Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. A woman can't force you to take her. And I don't mean like take her in a bedroom or anything, not totally anyway. Not totally, you could put that in there, but when I say take her, let me back up a bit. I'm known for talking about like women choosing the men. I have that in my book, Nice Guys and Players, right? But every now and then, there's a guy who really don't get that. They think, oh, they just gotta go with a woman who's showing some interest in something. You don't have to do anything. You know, you don't have to do it, because what I've said several times is a man has power then, because he can deal with the woman he wants to deal with. Now, I'm gonna tell you what, sometimes even then, you still get some women out here who, you know, they like a guy and they go through all their tricks and all of that. Or sometimes you even get some women try to say, well, I'm a nice girl and everything, you should want me. She can't do anything. Even if she's handing you the vajayjay. Even if she's handing it to you, she still can't force you. She doesn't have a gun to your head. As a man, you should still only deal with the women that you want to deal with, even if she's choosing. Now, let me be very clear on that, because some men will say, well, Rom, didn't you say like go for the women, go for you? Yeah, that's easier. But you still don't have to deal with her. If you don't want her, you don't want her. But if you fixing yourself up correctly, you fixing yourself up, you know, you get dealing with the haircut, fixing your face up, fixing your body up, getting a style, you're gonna have more than one anyway. But then you still might get some women that you don't want to deal with. You don't have to deal with them. There's nothing she can do. And I've dealt with a situation, like there was a woman, like I dealt with her way back in the day, but then I saw something, she was talking some trash about me like years later on a website. And I remember one of the, another woman on that site was like, yeah, you should want her. I was like, no, I shouldn't. First of all, she talking trash about me too. I was actually married at the time. And it was a whole bunch of stuff. And even then, even if I was single, I don't care what this woman supposedly had going for. Because sometimes you'll get a situation like that, especially a select man. He'll get a situation like that. It's like the women who know the woman, or sometimes the parents. Like, let me get into that. Like, I remember my grandmother, may she rest in peace, was trying to get me interested in a woman on our street. And I was like, you know, the vibe ain't really there. She was really going for it. She really liked it. But I was like, there was really nothing there. At least on my part. I don't know about the woman's part and stuff. And plus, you know, let's just say I knew some other stuff, and I ain't gonna get into it now. But whatever the case, I still had the choice. See, even when a woman's choosing you, you still have a choice as to who you still want to deal with. Always remember that. Always remember that. Now, when I say still deal with a woman choosing, you want to have a bunch of women choosing. But even then, you still have the power. You have the power. She's not forcing anything. I don't care. She could be handing you the vajayjay. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. You don't want it. You just like, nah. And you get some women out here, they'll try to force it. It's like, oh, what's wrong with you, gay or something? Like, no, just don't want you. You got power there. See, that's that whole thing. Even with the choosing thing, you still have power who you're going to choose back. You know, she can't hold a gun to you. What's she going to do? She going to force you? She going to like try to like question you or something like that? It's your damn dick. It's your dick. Where you gonna you only sticking it where you want to stick it. You got the power. Or you get like, sometimes you get like I'll just say groups of women who want certain groups of men to choose them. For what? They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. Like, I'll use a great example. You have many men like traveling overseas or everything, passport brothers, right? Jay traveling overseas or something. Yet I've seen some stuff with women talking about, oh, you should want us, you should want us. It was like, no, apparently they don't. And it's usually, let's just be real, even in that situation, usually the women didn't want them until they travel. And see, that's another thing too. You get a situation where sometimes a woman may reject you. She may reject you, right? It could be a particular woman. She reject you. Okay, you respect that. She didn't choose. She didn't have any interest. You move on to a woman who's more receptive, who's more choosing, right? Then and there's been situations, I've seen this, it's a constant thing. The women get mad. A woman reject a man, but then get mad when that man actually moves on. It was like, he's making a choice. Now, you get some women, they want a man to chase them. They want a man to chase them. They want to play hard to get and everything, really to stroke their ego. You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You're not going to try to convince this woman to like you. You know? You go for who you want, and the woman you want is the one who wants you. I want y'all to think about that. And listen, look, I'm going to tell you what. Listen carefully, because some guys still get it confused. It's like, no. You still want a woman that wants you, but you have to want her back. And she might want you, but for whatever reason you don't want her, okay. And she might try some tricks. She might try something. She might do all this stuff. She might go on some social media podcast or something, say, well, he should want me. It's like, no. If you don't want her, you don't want her in particular. You still want to deal with the women who want you, but remember what I said. Think about what I said. You want to build yourself up to the point, instead of having one woman who wants you, you got 10 women who want you. And then you pick through those women as the one you want back. It's very simple. But whatever the case, she can't force you. Because I actually know of situations where a man was dealing with a woman, but men were dealing with a woman they didn't want to say, well, she don't want, I don't really want her, but you know, she did this, this, and this. And I would always say to him, I was like, she ain't hold a gun to your head, did she? Nah, she ain't hold a gun to your head. Or even, let me throw in another one real quick. Sometimes the woman might be real fine or something, but then giving the guy some hell. I was like, she didn't hold a gun to your head. She had a fat ass though. Nah, you chose to deal with it. A woman can't force you no matter what. If you don't want to deal with her, I don't care whether she chooses whatever the situation, don't deal with her. Now, you still want to deal with women who want you, but you don't have to deal with a particular woman, right? Like I said, you want to build yourself up to the point that you got a bunch of women who are trying to get with you. A bunch, all right? Always remember that. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. Well, for right now, I always say today, you know I'm going to do a car video. For right now, and I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.